So let's talk about children. Children are in the greatest danger in America today because traditional family values are being destroyed. The idea that mom and dad together, not fake mom and fake dad, but biological mom and biological dad, can raise their children together and do what's right for their children, raising them to be confident in who they are, their identity. Their identity is they're a child, made.
That was Republican Representative Marjorie Greene coming out against what? Adoption? Really? That's a very, very strange position to take, considering how the Republican Party, one of the justifications of forced births, which again, there's no justification for, is saying, well, that, you know what? Yes, you should be forced to carry a baby to term. But if you can't take care of it, then, well, at least you could put it up for adoption. Okay, well, and then she comes out and says, well, fake parents, right? Fake mom and fake dad. Basically saying that adoptive parents aren't real parents. That's ridiculous. That's completely false. Adoptive parents are not fake parents. Being a parent is far more than just being genetically related to that child. Being a parent actually involves a lot of investment, a lot of sacrifice, a lot of resources, both physical and mental. Again, being just a sperm donor or someone who carried that child does not make you a good parent. It makes you a donor or at best an incubator. And by the way, not everybody is cut out to be a parent and shouldn't be forced to be a parent. But understand that, what Marjorie Taylor Greene believes is that, no, it doesn't matter if you're cut out to be a parent or not, or if you want to be a parent. No. If you're pregnant, you should be forced. You should be forced to birth that child, and you should be forced to, take care of it for the rest of your life. You should just be forced into parenthood. And you know what? That goes down to the punishment mentality that they believe in. That children are a punishment for sexual activity. Hey, even if it's not your fault, even if you've been raped, even if it was incest, doesn't matter. You should still be forced to bear that child and then take care of that child. And as she said, well, biological parents, of course. And we should have we should really oppose the breakdown of the family. And so in the case of a rapist's baby, she apparently believes that you should be forced to co-parent with a rapist. Well, then. But, it's because we don't want the fake parents. That's what it is. No, we need the real parent, the biological parents, not the fake ones. Now, understand what this is. It's a logical extension of right-wingers that are not only, again, trying to ban gay people from adoption, right, and to control women. Not only is this forced birth, you have forced parenting, and also looking to prevent same-sex couples or couples who cannot get pregnant naturally from being able to raise children. Why would you want to do that? Again, I mentioned control. She wants to control people, control people's lives, control people's bodies, keep people in poverty, keep them in toxic relationships where they can't escape because they don't have the resources, the financial resources, or, the ability, again, to get out of those situations because you have those children to take care of. And to prevent women, of course, from being in the workforce by forcing them to carry fetuses to term and then to raise children that they never wanted. And so finally, because, and I think this is important, I don't think she wants white families to adopt immigrant children. Some families choose to do that instead of have their own. Or have, adopt immigrants in addition to having their own children. I've seen that before too. But see, Marjorie Greene doesn't like that because, that just means more minorities. I don't like that. Ooh. No, we can't have that. We got to have more white babies. Remember, that's the focus of a lot of these extremist right-wingers, these fundamentalists. They want more white babies, not just more babies. They want white babies. And then you might say, well, look, I don't understand. You're going to have black families that are going to be having more kids too. Well, right now, white people are a minority. Or, I'm sorry, are a majority. Black people are a minority, right? And so if you up the white birth rate, it's going to offset the increase in the black birth rate. And then add to the system where we have huge disparities when it comes to infant mortality among black families and complications in pregnancy. And of course, deaths of not only infants, but of course, mothers from these birth complications among the black community. The huge disparity of care between black and white families. You're going to end up with a lot more dead black children versus white children. And so it's a guarantee to keep white people in the majority. So yes, this is racism. That's always a part of it, of course, when you look at the far right. This is how they think. Now, she also even said that women are basically nothing more than weak-ribbed people. Remember when she said, "We came from Adam's rib. God created us with his hands. We may be the weaker sex. We are the weaker sex, but we are our partners, our husband's wife." Hey, she said it. She thinks that you're a weak possession for your husband. And she also thinks that she is a weak possession of her husband, made of a rib. And that making and raising children, by extension, is all that you're good for. Well, hey, look, if that's all you're good for, get out of Congress. Stop making laws for people. Go raise some children and make your husband a sandwich. Those aren't my rules. Those are your rules. Maybe you should live by them before you try to make those rules for other people.